As we approach the deadline to submit the final roster for the NHL regular season, the Calgary Flames have had to make some moves. Top prospect Zayne Parekh has been sent back to his junior team in the OHL, but the vibes are still high. Plus, a former top pick has made a tremendous case to crack the opening night squad. We're going to get into all of that and more, but first I want to welcome you to Flames Digest. I am Mark Griffith. If you're new around here, you love the Flames, make sure you subscribe so you can stay up to date on all the latest news, updates, reports, and rumors revolving around your Calgary Flames. We would love to welcome you to the Flames Digest family. And like I said in the intro, the Flames have had to make some moves, and one of those was saying farewell to Zayne Parekh, of course. And it's, of course, not farewell forever. It's just for now. As Parekh, he didn't have a bad training camp at all. Didn't have a bad preseason. He just didn't quite light it up as much as some people would have hoped. But it wasn't bad at all. Look, he's still only 18 years old, but he has been sent back to his junior team, of course. So if we get into this article here, training camp notebook from yesterday, and this comes from the Flames themselves, written by Chris Wall here. So Parekh assigned to OHL. Ball's first practice, which we aren't really going to get into in this video, but it went well. Great to have him back. And then Honzek pushing for spot. We never get enough of talking about Hanzo, the hotshot. But let's talk about Parekh here first. So he's humbled but happy. Zayne Parekh is headed back to Saginaw. The Flames' first rounder was returned to the OHL Friday afternoon after appearing in 2 preseason games and learning plenty of lessons on and off the ice over his September stint in Alberta. And it is true, there were definitely mistakes that were made, but that's the whole point of training camp and the preseason. We didn't expect him to be already the absolute best player, even though he is, the most exciting prospect the Flames have had in a long time. But it will take time. There are certain things that are definitely going to have to develop before he can be, one of the premier defensemen in the NHL and really lead this Flames decor into the future. Here is a quote from Parekh himself. He said, "It's a very humbling league, but it was good," Parekh said of his camp experience. "I really enjoyed my time, thought I got more comfortable as I went, and I thought I got better too. I'm really happy with the time here." So there you go. Vibes are still high. He's still happy. He knows it wasn't exactly ideal, but again, it honestly went very, very well. He made some amazing plays. Sure, there were, some giveaways. The size isn't fully there yet, and the speed could also have a little bit of work, but either way, it's still on track for him to be an absolute stellar player in the future for this franchise. It's been a busy year for Parekh, a long playoff run, Memorial Cup championship, then everything associated with the NHL draft took up a big portion of the 18-year-old's summer. Now he'll get the chance to run it all back with the Spirit, with whom he was also named the Canadian Hockey League's top defenseman last spring. He's definitely going back to back, come on. And he'll return to Michigan with a far greater understanding of what becoming a pro hockey player will entail. When you play against such high caliber players and you practice with pros, you kind of see their habits and the things they really do daily. Parekh said, "You understand how good these players are and how far away you are." So he knows what needs to be done here. He's already a professional, it seems, whether it's just a mindset or actually playing at the professional level. But it's great that he's going back to the O where he's already dominated, and he's just going to do even better. Part of that required learning will come with age, gaining strength and speed as he continues to ascend into adulthood. The on-ice stuff, as we've seen over the past few weeks, comes naturally. And here's another quote from him. "I gapped well. I thought my skating was really good. It took me a little bit to adjust to the less time you have compared to junior." That is night and day, really, when it comes to how much time you have and just how fast the game is. "The first practice wasn't great, but every day after that, I got a little bit better." That's exactly what you'd want and what you can ask for. "Pretty happy with how I progressed, but another year of development and the mindset of making this team will be fun." And honestly, I'd be shocked if by next training camp, his mindset isn't, "I'm going to be a Calgary Flame and play at the professional level." I think he has a very good chance. I know it's farewell for now, just sending him back to junior. But look, he's already signed his ELC. I'm assuming the Flames wouldn't want to burn off a year of that contract, but they could still bring him in for a few games at any point, but most likely towards the end of the season. And why not? Give him a chance to develop that much more, and I think it could be very good. But I also liked a few points of view from the Flames Reddit here. If we take a quick look, so about Parekh obviously being sent back to junior, JG Hockey said, expected. He's so skilled, but needs to put on size and work on cleaning up the defensive mistakes. Gonna kill it in the OHL this season. Absolutely true. You know, there were mistakes, but again, that's what the preseason and training camp are for. If you do them now, you can learn from it and hopefully get better. Some jerk oddball said had to be done. Destroy them all, Zayne, and see you next year. Exact same thing, wishing him the best, and we know he's just going to tear it up in the O again this year. And then Fink Bass said, or Fink Base even said, about to break all sorts of OHL records this year. Can't wait to see what our blue line looks like in 2 to 3 years. And it should be fun. The Flames have some very good defensive prospects. We could add some amazing offensive ones. It's just exciting times overall. And you know what else is exciting is the man we talked about kind of in the intro a little bit. And it's Hotshot Honzek here. Oh my goodness. We just can't get enough of talking about this guy. That is just how good he has been so far. And once again, from the article written by Chris Wall, from the Flames themselves about these camp notes, is goals in mind. Sam Honzek has his eyes on an NHL roster spot, which some people thought wouldn't even be possible just a few months ago. But he's healthy and he is, oh my gosh, he's hot. It's like the hot shot. And so far, he's done everything he can to turn heads and help the Flames collect 7 of a possible 8 points to start the preseason, collecting a goal and 5 assists through 3 showings in exhibition action. And while Shalimar's the second time around may not be stuck in the 19-year-old's head, it's plain to see Honzek has brought a different energy to this, his second main camp as a member of the Flames organization. Last year was a bit of a disaster. This year, again, I said it earlier, but night and day, completely different, so much better now. For me, it's a big difference compared to last year. I'm more confident, Honzek said Friday. I came to camp to do something with one goal, and that's to make the team or show really what I'm best in, which I couldn't do last year. Now it's a new start, fresh start for everyone. I really want to finish the goal that I set, and he has done pretty much everything he can in his power to achieve that. Much has been made, too, of Honzek's partnership with fellow forward Martin Pospisil. The pair trained together back in Slovakia, and because of that partnership, Honzek has arrived in Calgary ready, both in terms of fitness and state of mind. Pospisil has, I would say, a big role in it because every time we worked out and he would say, you're making the team, Honzek said. Great that they kind of have this buddy-buddy thing going on and that Pospisil is pushing him to really make the team and just manifesting it really when it comes down to it. That's what he was telling me. It's kind of like I heard it every day almost. It was good to hear. Now I'm here and everything is going well so far. And that's an understatement for sure. It's going sensationally, really. Honzek and Pospisil teamed up for a highlight reel goal in Abbotsford Wednesday night. In the blink of an eye, their partnership was displayed in a flash of on-ice symmetry. Long may it last. Pospisil taught me lots of things during the summer. We got to know each other and basically new friends, said Honzek. We have only known each other for 1 year, and then I kind of dedicated my life to him, training with him in his home city. Sounds like a beautiful marriage going on. It's been great. He taught me a lot, whether it's in the gym or on the ice. So nice to hear that Honzek has been putting that work in. Pospisil has been motivating him, and they've just done so well together. And it's, doing so much for the Flames. Honzek really could make the team, and who knows, they could be on a line together. It's just super, super exciting. So happy that this has taken place. Now let's wrap up this video with the comment of the day, as we love to do. And this one comes from yesterday's video about some of the injuries. And this one is, I guess, a bit of an update here. So Brett here, he said, Ryan Huska said, we may come out lucky on the Nazem Kadri injury. Don't need injuries already, and the regular season hasn't started yet. If you missed it, Nazem Kadri went knee-on-knee with Blake Coleman at practice yesterday, but it seems as though it's not that big of a deal. Usually knee-on-knee is bad, in the immediate, and then doesn't have long-term repercussions at all, so it looks as though things are all good. Huska wasn't too concerned, so I'm sure Kadri will be good to go for the beginning of the regular season, but of course, I'll keep you updated. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe, like what you saw here today, and have a wonderful rest of your day.